Hello everyone. Day 2 of the Grumpy Little Girls is called The Grumpy Little Girls and the Wobbly Sleepover. Enjoy! Lulu was staying the night at Moosey's. They lived next door to each other and had been best friends since they were babies, so they often stayed over with each other. Lulu had brought Alvin with her. After their bath, they played circus ladies and taught Alvin to do all kinds of tricks. At bedtime, when Maisie's mom came up to say goodnight, the girls were whispering together. "What is it?" she asked. "What are you planning now?" "We were wondering," said Lulu a bit shyly, "if we could have a sleepover," finished Maisie. "Isn't this a sleepover?" asked Maisie's mom. "No, silly," said Maisie. "A proper real one, with popcorn and videos and lots of people." Said Maisie's mom doubtfully. "I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to Dad about it." Maisie was rather grumpy after her mum went downstairs, because talking to Dad nearly always meant no. "Never mind," said Lulu. "We'll ask my mum and Dad in the morning." So they did. But Lulu's mum and Dad said no straight away. "Maybe one day," said Lulu's mum. "Nobody would get a wink of sleep," said Lulu's dad. "It's not fair," complained Lulu and Maisie together, very grumpily indeed. But just then, something happened that made Lulu cheer up. Something inside her mouth. Wriggling her tongue around, she noticed something, loose. "Hey!" she shouted. "I've got a wobbly tooth!" She poked it with her finger. There was no doubt about it. It was her first wobbly tooth. "Come and see," she said to Maisie. "You can wobble it if you like." But Maisie didn't want to. "I think wobbly teeth are silly," she said. "Come on, let's ring up Ruby and see if her mom will let us have a sleepover." Ruby was very excited when she answered the phone. "You'll never guess what," she said. "I've got a wobbly tooth." "So have I," said Lulu. "Ask her about the sleepover," hissed Maisie crossly. Ruby's mom said no too. But on Monday at school, when Lulu and Ruby had shown each other their wobbly teeth, they told Fizz about the sleepover. And she said they could definitely have one at her house. Fizz had 3 very big brothers, and her house was always full of teenagers and sleeping bags, so she was sure her mom and dad wouldn't mind at all. And she was right. They said it would be absolutely fine and that they could have the sleepover next Saturday night. The girls were very excited. "I bet my wobbly tooth will have fallen out by then," said Lulu. "I bet mine will come out before yours," said Ruby. "Hey," said Maisie with her finger in her mouth. "I think one of my teeth is just a tiny bit wobbly." After that, the great wobbly tooth race began. Whenever Lulu, Ruby, or Maisie didn't have anything else to do with their fingers, they wobbled furiously. Only Fizz didn't join in. She was too busy learning to skip backwards. At last, the day of the sleepover arrived. In the car on the way to Fizz's house, Lulu and Maisie were still wobbling away. "I bet Ruby's tooth has come out," said Lulu. "She said she was going to tie a piece of string around it and then tie the string to a door handle and slam the door." "That's cheating," said Maisie. But when they arrived, they found Ruby's tooth still hanging on to Ruby's gum. Soon, they all forgot about their teeth and started to enjoy their sleepover. They had pizza. They ate popcorn and watched 2 videos. They made a pile of mattresses on the playroom floor and bounced on them. And of course, they had a pillow fight. Then Maisie made up a pop group called Maisie May and the Amazing Singing Women and taught the others how to do a special dance behind her. After that, Fizz's dad said it was very late and time for them to get some sleep. So the girls wriggled into their sleeping bags, but they didn't go to sleep. Maisie told a very scary ghost story, and Fizz made horrible noises to go with it. Lulu started playing with Alvin, who had come with her in her overnight bag. Only Ruby snuggled down quietly. She had some serious wobbling to get on with. In fact, she was quite sure she was just a few more wobbles from winning the race. "Hey!" shouted Maisie, noticing what she was doing. "Ruby's wobbling!" Immediately, Maisie and Lulu stopped what they were doing and started wobbling too. Alvin saw his chance to escape. Leaping off Lulu's lap, he shot across the room and scurried up to the very top of the curtain. "Don't worry," said Fizz. "I'll climb up the bookcase and get him." Wobble, wobble, wobble went Lulu, Maisie, and Ruby. "I can nearly reach him," said Fizz from the top of the bookcase. Wobble, wobble, wobble. "If I just lean over like this and..." Crash went Fizz. The others stopped wobbling and rushed over to her. "Are you all right?" gasped Ruby. "I think so," said Fizz calmly, picking herself up. "I banged my mouth. It feels a bit funny, but it doesn't hurt too much." And she smiled bravely. The end.